I can't believe it showed that. Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Um, did you ever get one of those games and you can't help but want to mess with it? That is this game here, Company of Heroes. Um, to be honest with you, I don't know the rules that well. I just want to mess with it, and I figured I'd do it live while I'm messing with it. I just started painting a portion of it, and I'll just show you some of the tanks I'm already working on. Hold on here. Okay, so the chat isn't going to work. That's fine, because we'll just do this, because this is typical of what happens around here. And I don't expect anybody to be here, to be honest with you. Yeah, see. Hello, Game Line. Hello, Lewis. How are you? All right, I'm just going to move that over here. There we go. That solves that. There we go. All right. So, anyways, again, this is a game that we're just going to kind of learn on the run, but I've been messing with it. I want to get it all painted. I'm working on some of the buildings and stuff like that, so I'm not using them because they're half painted. And I just got the Americans primed. I got the Germans dry brushed, and I got to finish up all the soldiers. Let's go to this. Okay, there we go. And I'll show you. VP, what's up? Jeremy, how you doing? Is that the right one I want to use? Yeah, all right, yeah. So I'm going to come over here like this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to come down, let it focus, and I'll pop in a few tanks just to kind of show you what's going on here. I get a feeling this is going to be another one of these games, your reviews, that I'm going to have to. Let me tell you something. Good luck trying to find this. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of started working. Forgive my hand, and we're waiting for the focus. I'm working on these. I still got throw mud on them and stuff like that. The tigers. Here, I'll just put them down like this. I'll just move this here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. Some tigers. Started putting little stickers on. Yeah, there we go. You know, just to kind of show you what I'm working on. Yeah, you know, if I could do something right today, it'd be a miracle. So, you know, they come with these little, you know, the stickers and everything. So I gotta wash over that and really get those kind of detailed and stuff. There's a lot of work I got that is going into this, because this is something that I think I'm gonna be playing quite a bit. First of all, let me just to get my hands on this was like impossible. I want to thank Aldi for helping me out. Aldi's like the best. You know, I just can't say enough about them. That's for sure. Okay, so I'll explain everything that's going on as we go. So hopefully we learn a couple things on the way. I'm going to play out a couple turns, but expect this weekend that we are going to be doing a big map, because I'll have everything painted by then. But I just couldn't help myself. This is one of those games that you just can't help yourself. So I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to show you what the mission is. Let's go to the other camera here. There we go. So you have your board here, and then you have certain areas that you're going to unlock. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. There's other vehicles underneath here. This is the German side, and this is the American side. Let's just go. Oh, okay, everything's here. That's cool. So I can keep an eye on it. And mission board. Okay, yeah. So I just decided to throw this on the table and turn on the. I mean, what can I tell you? Really, really just unbelievably beautiful stuff. We're going to get into it. We're going to get going. We're going to do this. The Ponds small map. I'm not going to use the solo variant. There's a solo rule thing that you can do. I'm just going to try to outthink myself. Looks like a dry brush. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I missing something? How did you get the higher grade? Yeah, I just dry brushed. That's all I did. So the victory conditions is 10 victory points. If you were able to destroy your enemy, or hold on to these points. Each turn you're going to generate a certain amount of victory points, and that's going to get you to win the game. You're going to start off with 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Spend 3 of the 3 CP per player rotating between teams until all 9 are spent or forfeited. Huh. Oh, okay, I got that. Okay, never mind. That's during the maneuver phase. I believe that we pay. I think we pay for these. So it would cost me. No. You start off with 2. That's exactly what happens. You start off with 2. So we're starting off with 2 units on the end, on each end here. Over here, I've got riflemen, and then I got a mortar team over here. On the German side, which we can go to that camera, we have. Matter of fact, you guys should be able to see my pointer here. Hopefully, maybe not. We have a machine gun team, and then we have a grenadier team, MG42 team. I'll explain things as they go. The Americans are going to go first. All right, so we're going to go. Let's go to this camera here. I'm going to get this out of the way. Everything is broken into phases. Now we're going to be using these cubes, and what you're going to do is you're going to be able to spend 3 of these cubes. As you can see, I have them here. There are 3 rounds, and you're going to be able to spend these cubes and assign them to the different units. But you can only assign up to 3, okay, at any time. So if you decide to use all 3 and move this guy someplace, well, that is going to be it for that round, and that's it for the entirety of everything. So you can't react. You really got to be able to react and think here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move once, I'm going to move twice, and I'm going to bring this up to here, and then I'm going to use the other one here, and I'm going to move that up to here. Okay? You see how that works? So now, on the other side, it's going to be the Germans' turn. And they're going to do the same thing. But they're going to be a little bit more aggressive, I think. Yes. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to capture this. And what that's going to do is, on our chart here, and I'll show you in a second, and we're going to give them the red. Okay? Wait till all this stuff is painted up. I should have it done by the weekend. And this all comes with the Kickstarter thing. So now that's captured. And what that does is over here on the board, that's going to move up this up 1. So every turn you're going to, at the end of the round, you're going to generate this much. I forgot what they call that. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Fist. Oh, manpower. So you're going to be able to buy more units at the end. And that's what you really want to do. You want to buy up units. But then, as you buy more units, you're going to have to spend these cubes. Remember, you only get 3 per round. Okay? And there's 3 rounds in a complete turn. So you really just have to take your time. And as you get more units, you're going to have to be more strategic. And you're going to have to make sure what you do is what you need. All right, so that's 2. I got one more here somewhere. I misplaced it. Well, anyways, I know I'm going to just move him up there, and I'm going to retrieve these. And did I move it? No. Okay. Whatever. Again, here it is. It's right here. We had an extra one over here. So again, we're just trying to figure out how to do this. Now, you need fuel and ammo, because that's going to be able to help you unlock some of these cards. And I'm going to come up top again, and we're going to explain this a little bit better so you can understand. And like I said, we're not going to do a full playthrough or anything like that today. What we're going to do is we're going to try to get in here. What did I say? See, this is where I get confused because I can't remember things. So forgive me, guys. Okay, so there's a cost to turning these cards over. So if I wanted to get this over here where I can get 50 cal machine guns, an anti-tank gun, an M8 Greyhound, which I painted. Did I paint those up? Yeah, almost. I have to unlock this, but then you're going to have to pay fuel to get tanks out. So this is not going to be one of those things because there's only one area that you can grab and generate fuel, and boy, that's going to cost. That's going to be a bloodbath getting there. There's 2 victory points here that we're trying to get at, so we want to be smart there, but we got to be careful where we're going. So again, I'm explaining things as I go, and I'm also learning as I go. So don't feel bad. So that's round 1. And I'm going to take and pull these off. And now round 2. Well, first thing is, no, I want to leave those there so I know how many I used. And I know how many I used over there, so it's not a big deal. And you don't claim that until the end of the round anyways. So the next round, I'm going to use another one to move over here. We're going to get our mortar team over here. And we're going to claim that. But we claim it at the end of the round. This one here, I'm going to use this. Now, that's my 3rd action. And I think I'm going to try to head over that way. So I'm going to go there. So I can't give him any more. Him, I don't want to move him until the end of the round. Because he's got to sit there, I believe, till the end of the round to capture the area. Okay? And the rest of these are going to be used. We're just going to skip that round. So over here, I've got 3 more to use for the Germans. So let's go over to that camera. And again, we're just trying to learn this. I don't want to move that because we have to capture that. And then I'm going to move. Remember, he had 1 because he moved up. That's going to be 2. And then we're going to come up over. Oh boy, do I want to go over there with my guy there? I mean, with the American there? Maybe not. Maybe not. That would not be a smart idea. I should have thought a little bit better and headed over this way where I can maybe grab the fuel. So I'm going to come around here. All right, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that's 3 there. We've got 2 there, like I said. And I'm dropping cubes like a fool. And that's going to end him. So the next round, we're going to have extra cubes. They get wasted. That's the way it goes. You're going to have wasted movement. But as the game goes and you start developing and bringing in more units, what's going to happen is, thank you, Game Line. Here's some real world manpower. Yeah, we could use it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We'll get you at the end of the stream. Like I said, we're not going to run long with this. This weekend, we are going to run long. I think I'm going to do at least 2 hours, but I'll have everything painted by then, and we'll have it done because I'm still not sleeping. So that's going to take care of that. So our maneuver phase, and let's go up top so I can kind of show you everything. This is more of a learning thing for us right now. So we spent all three command points per player, okay? Rotating between teams until all 9 are spent or forfeited. So we had to forfeit it. Each hex movement costs 1. Regular infantry and machine gun teams can enter buildings for 1 CP but cannot leave in the same round. Heavy vehicles can rotate 1 hex tick before or after moving into a hex. So now we move to the damage phase. Well, nobody's in range, so we're actually going to skip that, but we'll be back to it. So now we go to the supply phase, and this is where this really gets really cool. So we're going to capture flags and adjust our incomes. So over here, we were able to capture manpower. They captured manpower. We moved the manpower up for the Germans, and we're going to move up the manpower. You have to be here till the end. And I'm going to move that up 1, so now they're going to get 3. So now, what happens is, we're going to adjust our income. Because now we have what over here, and I'm going to bring this over here so we can see this a little bit better. Forgive my head and all that other stuff, because we're just playing around here. So now, we're going to add all these things here. Now, as you can see, we have no victory points, but that's okay. And what's going to happen is, now that we have Yeah, obviously we have a little bit of manpower here. We generate 3 per turn, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to get 1 ammunition and 1 fuel, but no victory points, and that's what we really need. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for our Germans friends here. Okay, so we're going to collect resources and just income levels. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit more so I can reach it, so I'm not sticking my head in the camera the entire time. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go 1 and then 1. Okay, so it's going to be real interesting what we pull out here. Okay, so spend resources, spawn units, purchase upgrades, unlock buildings. You can unlock buildings, repair, reinforce, and remove retreat. So there's a lot here that we still have to go through and learn. So now we're going to pull back all the resource cubes, okay? Because nobody can shoot at each other yet. And we're going to purchase, first we'll start over here. So with the Americans, it's going to cost us 4 manpower to bring out some more riflemen. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. You get these awesome trays. And you could put it anywhere in the row here. So I kind of want to go right here and oh my God, this is such a mess here. Okay, there we go. All right. And these trays are fantastic. I mean, everything's just put together just beautifully in this. So I'm gonna. Your health is how many guys you put in. So I'm gonna put in 4. So I'm gonna buy that for 4. Boy, do I want to spend all my resources though. No. No, sir. And this is just nice 15 mil stuff. Beautifully done. I forgot the name of the company because they forgot me. So whatever. But the company that did this fantastic job. Oh, I put a bazooka guy in there. What am I doing? All right, so that's going to cost us 4 points, okay? So I'm going to put that in there, and we're going down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're right there. I could bring out another unit if I wanted to. No, I can't. I can't bring out a mortar team. Actually, I could. I could bring out a Jeep. I'm telling you, I don't think I need a Jeep right this moment. No. What I need to do is maybe use 2, but I don't have enough fuel. I've only got 2. No, I do have 3 fuel. I can turn this card over. All right, let's go for it. So I'm gonna pay 3 fuel, which is gonna bring me down to 0, and then it's going to be 1 manpower. And I'm gonna turn over this card here, and now I can bring out different types of stuff. Oh, I can bring out the 50 cal. I can bring out the anti-tank, and maybe an MS Greyhound. That might be kind of cool. Oh, this is kind of all right. So that's going to be there, and that's what we're going to do here. Okay. So that took care of that, and we're good to go there. Over here. Ooh boy. Now do I burn the fuel and just go right for it? I mean, do I just say game on? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to go 1 and then 3. So you can see the fuel is such a commodity here. Now I can go Panzer Grenadiers. Ooh, or a mortar team even, which will cost me 5 health. I think I'm going to go with the Panzer. Yep. Panzer Grenadiers. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab the Germans over here. And they have a health of 5. So that's going to be key. So we can upgrade them to have a bazooka in there too, which is just filthy. All right. So as you can see, this is going to cost more, but it's going to be worth it. And putting a little bit of stuff in. These actually sit in here pretty good. They're nice and firm in there, and they're not falling out. It's just my big fat hands can't get them in. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm looking to get those Panzerkampfwagons out, the 222s out. So let's go over here. Where do we want to put this? Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. I think right there is good. All right, good. All right. So now, what happens is, and I'm gonna put this over here. We've got these unlocked. We've got things that we can bring out. We have captured points that can be recaptured by the enemy. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to fight until somebody dies, and we're going to get into a little bit of a fight here, and then we're going to keep it nice. The creators really listened to the backers and knocked the components out. Oh, the components are ridiculous. The maps are freaking insane. I mean, everything about this game. You know, for me to put this out here without finishing painting it and just to be so excited to jump over a bunch of things and just get into this, yeah, okay, game on. Oh, this is the one that fell into my hand. Okay, sorry guys, had to take a sip. You know, we're still having dehydration problems. Okay, so we're going to determine turn order, and depending instead of rolling about 55 different dice, all I do is, because I'm just playing myself, the Germans roll 3. I roll, the Americans roll 3, of course. I tie myself. 3. Germans, 2. Okay, so the Americans are going to go again first. All right. And these components are ridiculous. So we determine order. Now we're going to, again, now we're at an advantage where, okay, we can spend all the points that we want going forward. A big thing in this is line and sight. And depending on the unit, okay, that is going to determine a lot. Okay, so I'll explain that as we go. So, well, you know, this turn he's going to go 1, 2, and he wants to get up there. All right, and let's go to our other camera where you guys can see things a little bit better here. Let me just get my thing here. There we go. And we can kind of zoom in a little bit better. There we go. All right, there. All right, so that's 1, 2. And then we're going to get this guy here up into the area here. So that's 1. Okay, now it is Germany's turn. And we're going to go to our other camera. Let's go there. I want to at least get to the point where we get into kind of a little bit of a fist fight here. And then we'll call it quits, like I said. Let me see here. What do I want to do here? All right, so we've got 3 here. Is that the machine gun team? No, that's the machine gun team. 1, 2. And 3. Now we're just going to use all 3 points there. Now the neat thing about it is fire is simultaneous. You can't see he's on the other side. He wants to get over here. So that's it for them. Boy, they were going to go over there too. But if they get enough, see, if this unit here gets into a thing, they'll get pinned by the machine gun fire. Boy, we're kind of in a bad spot here. Alright, so we've got 3 more points to go. I'm going to move that up there. You know what? 1, 2, 3. That mortar team. Yeah, that might be our go-to. That might be our go-to. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so they're going to go here and then here, and they're going to come up here. Now they've spotted them. Okay, and that means by spotting, even though you have to be within a range of spotting, your range, and they can see us now, they're going to pin us, okay, here. And what that's going to do, if I could find the right things, we're going to be pinned and we cannot unpin until the next turn. But they can communicate to these guys here and let them know that, hey, they're right here, that machine gun team, and you can mortar over there. All right? So that's the way that'll go. So where there's an advantage of having the machine gun team there, and I just got to get the right dice. There we go. And again, there's a lot to it, and I'm still trying to figure it out. All right, so we'll worry about that when it comes to combat. They're there. They're there. Where do they want to go? Do they want to even move? They'll still be in range no matter where they are. 1, 2. No, they wouldn't. 1, 2, 3. They're going to stay right there. So we're not going to use anything there. They're not going to move from there. So we're going to skip this round as far as movement is concerned. Okay, we have one more thing we could have used, but we're not going to use it. Okay, so now it's back to the Germany's turn. And what do we want to do here? Maybe we want, yeah, I think, you know what? I think we want to contest that spot there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to move up here. Boom. All right. And that's going to be our move. That puts us 1, 2 in range here to combat. So we're going to have some simultaneous combat, like I said. And that's what we wanted to get into before we kind of ended this. I want to keep this nice and short as I'm learning this a little bit, so you guys get to see all this, but I really want to paint this up and make it really nice. Careful painting the bases. The men may not fit. Well, gee, thanks. Okay. Yeah, no, I already figured that out, and I know what I'm doing with it. All right, so there's that. They move there. That guy, okay. The Americans do not want to move, so they're going to waste their last 3 CP. Okay, because there's nowhere they want to go. All right. Again, I'm trying to figure this out, so if I'm messing up, it's okay. Let's take a look here. Yeah, as you can see, we've got some really unique things going on here. It's these guys here that we got to figure out what we want to do with. Do I just want to bring them right in? Yeah, I sure do. I sure do. I want to cause some heat right now. Yeah, let's go 1, 2, 3, and we can capture probably that fuel depot there. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. That's going to be my 3. So they utilize theirs perfectly. So the Germans actually put them in a really bad spot, this particular unit here. Now they have to make a decision. 1, 2, 3. Do they want to try to take them out? Or do they want to take the machine gun? I think they want to go after the machine gun with the mortar. Okay. So now that we've done that, okay, we used up all our things. We can pull these back. All right. So these can all come back to Papa here. Okay. So our maneuver phase is over. And now what we're going to do is we're going to settle combat. And this is where things get really, really interesting here. Hi, Dunk. Safe Keeper, how are you? When I saw this video title and thumbnail, I thought you were going to play the video game. Oh, sorry about that, bro. It's the board game. Sorry. All right, so let's just come out a little bit here. All right, there we go. So we can kind of just explain how things work. Now, the first thing is that because the machine gun is going to fire in here, that is going to cause that right there. Okay, you put that right there. So let's kind of settle everything over in here first. Okay, and I want to make sure I do this right. So okay, the first thing that we do is machine gun pins. Then assign all damage. So what you do is you're going to assign damage. So over here, we pinned with our machine gun. just want to check something here. Okay, and then we're going to do on this particular thing, because we're firing right here, we're going to do a certain type of damage. Okay, and this is how this works. Okay, that is going to come right there. Okay, seems easy enough, right? Then the next thing is we determine that because they visibly can see them, okay, they can't see them, even though they would love to fire here at the mortar, they can't because they can't see them, because they're out of range. They're going to assign, and that's going to be a grenader right there, so we're going to assign another damage there. They're pinned, they can't do anything, they're just going to take a lot of heat. Now, the mortar is going to fire over into the machine gun area, and the mortar does blast damage, so we're going to put one there. Okay, over here, did I go the wrong way? Oh, okay, oops. Learn how to use the camera. Okay, over there. Okay, so we've got a situation here. Now they're going to assign damage here, them firing to hit there, and then them firing back, they're going to assign damage here because they're both within range and they can see each other. Okay, so now this is how we figure this all out. Okay, there's a neat little card here. I'm just going to show this to you. Actually, I've got to print it out, and I'm going to laminate. So everything is figured out here. Okay, so if, for instance, here, and we're going to take a look at it. As you can see, this has a green heart. So, can you roll any defense dice? Because you can actually roll these, and if you get a certain color, like that's red, the damage would soak through. But if you were able to roll a green or a black, you would actually save from the damage. But as you can see, they don't have any kind of defense from regular fire, so they're actually going to lose a dude. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side here. Okay, they are going to lose a dude. All right, so that will take care of that. So now we just move that over to the side. Okay, now over here, and we're going to come up over here. Now things aren't as nice here. Okay, and again, we're going by this. So the machine gun, the MG42, they only have 3 health, so they got hit with blast damage. Now, as you can see, they cannot save from blast damage, so they are going to lose a dude right here. Oof, that's kind of devastating in a way. All right, and once you lose the last guy, that's it. We're going to lose the pin here. Okay, but they are going to take 2 damage, and that's not cool either. Okay, because again, if we look, they do not have a save against any of that, so that is going to be taken away, and that is pretty much how damage. Defender would roll applicable defense dice, apply resulting damage after both teams have finished, remove any destroyed units, and collect the applicable experience and victory points. Okay, now we go to supply phase again. So we're going to go back. Let's go up top. And now this is the part where we're going to capture any flags. Well, look what happened over here. All right, game on. Because the Americans have captured this, which means that they're going to be able to get a victory point. Okay, but the Germans got something very, very valuable right there. All right, and that, my friends, is this right here. Yes, fuel. So now we're going to apply things. Now, this is a dangerous thing. You can get all the resources that you want. Okay. Oh, I forgot to take that down And then I forgot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. So yeah, you're collecting 2 fuel a turn, which is great for you. Oops. Oh, I did that wrong. Fuel. But over here, they just moved up, and every turn that they are able to hold this, they are going to be getting a victory point. So we're going to apply a victory point to them. They're going to get 1 fuel, 1 more ammo. Did I do something wrong here? Oh, that's yes, I did. It's supposed to be a 2. Sorry about that. They're up to 4, so they would be up to 4 as well. Then they're going to get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So they're at 5. And they go up 1 here. So 5. So, and they're going to get 1, 2 fuel. They're going to get 1 fuel and 1 victory point. I think I got that right. If I didn't, it doesn't matter because we're not playing this too much longer. All right, so now, again, we would come back to the beginning. Well, now we would spend some resources. So now here's where it gets tricky. All right. And for the Germans, because they have been able to get some fuel, boy, they're going to use 3, 1, 2, 3, and they're going to bring out. They're going to bring out their wagon, bro. And that thing also comes with a thing called speed. Okay, so they can move actually 1 more unit. But as you can see, as you're getting more units out here, now you've got to make some tough decisions. Okay, do I just move right up and start peppering people to no end? Number 1, do I want to pull this guy back and then come up with the wagon? Because you can't pin a wagon, right? You can't pin a wagon. And that wagon's gonna throw some shade on you. And he can get into range real quick. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's on the other side. What am I talking about? See, I was thinking about the Germans already. Yeah, so on the other side, we want to bring that right up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be peppering things. Because that has a range of, it still has a range of 2. So it wouldn't be able to, well, because it could see everybody, that's fine. But it'd get right in the action pretty quick. Might want to just come up the end there. Yeah, I think that's what I would want to do. I would want to come up over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then be right there to take out that point, and then move in. That's not a bad idea either. So that cost 3. Okay, we did that, and then 2. So now they're down to no fuel. You see how important having that one area is with the fuel, but it's also really important to have victory points. But as you eliminate units, you're going to get victory points. Okay, wagon and speed. Yeah, there you go. Don't Americans get something extra for staying on the first flag? It doesn't say. Again, I'm just trying to give this a go. Pinning. Okay, that's additional combat rules. Machine gun teams are most common source for pinning. They pin all visible infantry green units in their arc, except for those in buildings. See, if he got up in that building, then he couldn't be pinned. Oh, that might be his move. That might be his move. Boy, what? Boy, oh boy. Oh, I gotta put that back there. Boy, I think they want to get that Greyhound out. I think that's what I would do. 2, and then 3. Why not meet him? 1, 2, 3. Like I said, want to fight? All right, we'll fight. Greyhound. Oh, this gotta be a Greyhound. Whoops. If I can get it out. going to get that out, and we're going to throw a little shade on that. There we go. That's the way I would do that. And that still leave everybody with enough manpower, and they just continue to... Okay, that goes over there. So yeah, okay, because they're pretty much even. Because nobody's used any ammo. But you can upgrade things. Now, with the ammo, you can upgrade things. So you can upgrade something to make it a little bit tougher. Gee, do I want to upgrade anything? Well, I could spend 4 there, and I could spend... Oh, to do an additional. So the rifleman, I can add a bazooka guy in here, and that would do an additional damage there, which would be nasty, because what you would do is you would take and put this die here, and what that would do is give you an extra hit. So there's a lot of really, really strategic things that go on with this, and really go. Now, listen, guys. I only wanted to do this for about 45 minutes and just do a nice little run through. And you see where the strategy starts to come into play, because now on the next turn, whoever goes first is, you know, we've got 4 units out there and only 9 cubes to spend out. So you got to try to figure out how, okay, do I want to spend the 3 on my first turn here, but then on the second and third, I've got to split up 6 cubes between 3 things, and that may not be enough for what I want to accomplish or move. I want to get these guys out of here. I want to try to heal them up if I could, but I don't have anything that will heal. You know, I can bring out Willie's Jeep next turn, and just if I can keep these guys protected a little bit, that might help. I mean, there's a lot of different things, but people can still shoot up into these buildings. And the thing about that is that when you shoot up into these buildings, they're going to get an extra defense die because of the building itself. So you get all kinds of different help. There's a lot of little strategy. This is not a dice chucking game as much as it is a strategic dance between trying to figure out how to use your resources correctly and how to get things where you need it to go. So a brief little overview of what we're going to be running into this weekend, because I'm gonna finish painting these up. We're going to add another board, and we're going to get nasty. All right, and I'm going to play myself. I'll show you the solo rules at another time, but you just use discs instead of the actual units for whoever you're fighting, and I don't want to do that. I want to outthink myself. Maybe I'll do it on StreamYard and bring somebody in. We'll just do a big board. I'm going to adjust the cameras too, so we get a little better view of this. I wanted to test this out to see how it looked, and we learned a few things. There's a couple of things that I want to take a look at. Shooting into buildings. Getting up close and personal. That's the other thing I want to take a look at. There's just a lot of little nuances. This is just a little beginning thing. I like this a lot. A lot. And if you can get your hands on it, do that. Let's take a look at some of the things, and I want to take care of our boy. Come on, if I can use this thing just a little bit. Game line. It felt good to kind of get back into it. You know, it's been a long time since I've been able to do a playthrough, and that's because of physical ailments. But this is just the basic rules. There is commanders that we're going to bring in. We're gonna grow into this game because we're going to be playing this a lot. This is just something that has me absolutely fascinated, and I'm really enjoying this. I really enjoy the fact that this great company ignored this channel and went to everybody else. No, actually, they are just fantastic. I really like what they're doing here. This is just really, really good. Oh, weapon teams. You've got to reload. That was the other thing. Because I fired that mortar, I got to take a turn to reload that. So once I fire that, I can't just continually fire it. So there's a lot of little nuances. That's what this, you have this die. Hold on. Let me go to the other camera and just... That's one of the things that will fix a lot of little things here. Yeah, you see right there? Okay. That means you fired. Then once you move and then you set up, you have to use an action to clear it. Then it'll be able to fire again. Yep. Forgot about that. That's okay though. I mean, there's a lot of little things that go into this. And you want to make sure that you really, really get this down. You can retreat. You can go back. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can do here. We'll get into that. Like I said, oh, these are the advanced rolls. Okay, I was playing it right. We did the basic rolls. But most important right now, our main game line. Dude, is he going to get a little action here? Let's see. And then I'm going to come up and top and clear this out. Come on. Give it to him. Yes! Yes, game line. Let's see. Okay, let's just see. Just use the discs as command cards to put out enemy units. Huh? Okay. Rob, do you like Heroes Over Normandy board game? I have it. I really haven't messed with it too much. I think it was all right. I played it at Dice Tower Con a few years back. It was good. It was good. I'm really enjoying this. I mean, first of all, there's about a ton of stuff. I got the huge crate thing. There is a ton of stuff in there, and that is absolutely ridiculous. And we are going to be venturing into it. I'm really looking forward to it. Got the music for last time as well. Look at you. You're on fire, my brother. And thank you for the donation. It really helps a lot. So, Saturday or Sunday, I think, we're going to go into this and really play a full, all the way through game and have some fun with it. But I think you got the gist of it. We had a lot of fun with this. This was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Because, and if we look, let me just get some of this stuff off the table here. Because if you think, it really this next turn would be really kind of interesting. And I'm going to go top down. And the reason being, turn my hat backwards, is you've got this unit coming over here and committing here. This has to get out of here because it's in view here. So it would come up here, I would think. So you would use that there. That would grab your command point there. This would move up here, and you would utilize that to stay in range. This would have to clear itself, so it wouldn't be able to fire, I don't believe. Then they would fire into each other. That would be interesting. Then over here, I mean, it could stay here. But I got a feeling it would chew up everything here. These two guys would get into it, but because we would upgrade here, so it would fire into there, this had the movement and would use its speed dial to get within range to fire and try to clear that area before that other area was cleared. So, you know, it would be a dogfight to see who would outlast each other here. Really just would be kind of interesting how this works. And then the next turn, you would have to, the turn after that, if you were the Americans, you got to buy some riflemen. And you've got to make sure that you get some of the stuff that you want to get out of here and get in here. What this guy wants to do is actually maybe even move over here and not even worry about that. That would be kind of interesting because then you would capture both areas, forcing the Americans to come forward and then you buying some more units to come up and try to counteract that. A lot of strategy that dances around here. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. So you see where I'm going with this. This is, outthinking myself, I kind of enjoy that. Pretty easy to do, basically. But a lot of fun. This game has a lot of potential. And when we get everything painted up nice, boy, this just has everything that you could possibly want. Just saying, folks. Just saying. All right. Such a cool... You could find it somewhere, I'm sure. It just depends where you go. If you go to eBay, it's expensive. I can tell you that. Go to Board Game Geek, see what they have there, or just go to the company and see if they have any leftover copies. I don't know. That's not the way I went. We went the big way, and we purchased the all-in thing. So really, really remarkable game. And boy, if you can turn over that third card, but the thing is, the cost, you got to make sure that you have fuel, and getting fuel is not easy. You have to outlast. Vehicles are not going to play a big part in this little skirmish that we have. But then you got other games where there's all fuel all over the place, and now you start throwing out some of those tanks. Game on, folks. Game on. Then upgrading things. Now, we didn't get into that too much, but I'm telling you right now, upgrade. Now you're doing double damage and stuff like. Just a lot to it, a lot of strategy. Love it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this nice little look at this really fascinating and absolutely unbelievable experience. Company of Heroes. If you can get your hands on a copy, or you have a copy, let me tell you something. Very, very, very special, good game, especially if you are someone that enjoys World War II as much as I do. We didn't hit everything like I wanted to. We will get there. I promise you that. And we're going to be really dissecting this game and really showcasing it, as well as painting and everything else. Not to mention, next week we start all our Shadows of Brimstone stuff that we got cooking. We got a lot going on. A lot going on this channel. A lot going on. So, until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, we'll see you soon. Be good to each other. And until next time, we'll see you soon.